All right, we also want to talk about what's going on with this investigation in San Francisco. We're hearing investigators today will be continue interviewing the pilots of the Asiana jet that crashed in San Francisco. They are taking a close look at the actions of the crew of the Boeing 777 in the final seconds before impact. John Blackstone is at San Francisco International Airport. John, good morning.
Good morning, Nora and Anthony. Well, the charred remains of the Asiana jetliner still lie near the runway here where the plane skidded after the crash. Investigators continue to look through this wreckage. Now, investigators are also trying to determine the role the pilots may have played in the crash, assessing what the pilots did and when they did it.
Oh my God, that's scary.
Amateur video shows the moment emergency slides deployed and passengers began running for their lives. Investigators are trying to figure out exactly why Flight 214 made a crash landing Saturday, then caught fire. They're piecing together the data gathered from videos, the crash scene itself, and flight recorders. But the pilots can answer key questions.
We also want to talk to them about whether they were hand flying the airplane, whether the autopilot was on, and how well they understood the automation and what it was supposed to do.
One factor may be the inexperience of the pilot who was landing the plane. It was the first time he was to land a Boeing 777 in San Francisco. But what is known is the final approach was too slow and too low.
The lower portion of the tail cone is in the rocks at the seawall, and there was a significant piece of the tail of this aircraft that was in the water.
As it made its final descent, the plane was flying about 40 miles an hour slower than normal. At 7 seconds before impact, a member of the flight crew called for increased speed. Just 3 seconds later, the controls began to shake, signaling the plane was about to stall. Just before hitting the ground, the flight crew attempted to abort the landing and initiate a go-around for another try.
We're looking at what they were doing, and we want to understand why they were doing it.
Monday, the father of one of the two teenagers killed confronted the CEO of Asiana Airlines, who apologized for what he called a sudden accident.
Now, just last night, the families of both of those girls arrived here at San Francisco International Airport. They were quickly whisked away by security. As for the CEO of Asiana, he'll arrive here in San Francisco later today. He's expected to make visits to some of the injured.
John Blackstone, thank you.